We're on.
We're live.
Sorry.
Another conversation of ease.
The fourth level,
Level of ease.
the fourth session or the fourth conversation, which kind of fits good with this teaching is kind of a little bit about the fourth level of enlightenment, so to speak, which is kind of a weird concept. I mean, there's many weird concepts since we all are kind of sucked into the mind and the words, but then we see that everybody puts different words to everything. That's why I was like, everybody seems to say the same things, but then when you listen to them, they actually kind of mean different stuff. And even if people have like certain awakenings, you see that, they can preach and teach online or in groups, and then you see that their regular life beyond what they teach, they still kind of live like from kind of the ego or the darkness of kind of self-importance, self-pity, all this stuff that is kind of like unconsciously like rooted in our body. So I remember kind of when I met you, you kind of resisted the whole, like, you right away suddenly felt this like resistance, like, don't try to be my teacher. I don't need a teacher.
Well, like before I reunited with you, I literally had dropped spirituality and teacher stuff. I was like, no more. I'm done with this. So it's funny that then you literally showed up like literally like I surrendered a couple of things.
Yeah.
Like not only that, but I also surrendered the like God. I literally was like, God, if I'm not meant to be in a relationship like with a husband in this life, like just make it clear.
Yeah.
And then I also was like, I think I really need to like start dropping like probably my spiritual path at the time, but I needed to make it kind of, I didn't know how to just like drop it, but I felt like something that needed to be dropped.
Well, I feel like that's where like many people are in the West these days. Like they I don't know if I'm gonna buy into this Christianity or this like marriage stuff or kids stuff, and then kids, spiritual stuff. A lot of people come into some stuff like either it's like philosophy or psychology or tarot cards or like alternative movement stuff. You hit that, and even that's you have to go so that's just like kind of interesting that most people, when they kind of seek and realize that maybe there is something called a teacher, it's kind of like after you've had to go, like, in a way be like, can't I just hack it, and can't I just do it my own, and can't I just listen to an AI or some tarot cards or different stuff, because it feels good to just kind of like be independent, kind of like the cool vibe. So people don't realize that that independence is also kind of part of the ego. That, so we are all kind of in the West have like this yearning for independence, which is kind of just like, you want to grow out of your parents' house, kind of. When you're 20 or a couple, in 2030s, you're not really independent yet. You're still kind of like in your mother's womb still, dependent upon money. So that's why everybody gets stuck in like, I want the money from the government, I want all this stuff.
Oh my God, but like reflecting back on when you came into my life like the second time, I literally, because in the path that I was a part of, I really desperately was wanting more of a teacher guide experience, but no one wanted to give it back. Like,
no,
really
you don't necessarily feel like that.
So it felt like I was in that path for, I mean, what was it, 10, 15 years or something, like, I don't know, so long, really. And I was like this hungry young student, and it seemed like Like I was almost like a little bit just no one wanted.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of, ever since I realized the importance of a teacher, I was kind of looking for an external teacher all the time.
Yeah.
But like everybody who's teaching different stuff, they seem to still be like very caught up in the drama.
Yeah.
And I kind of realized like I could see through that like a lot
Yeah.
before. So I wasn't, you know, you kind of have to walk your talk,
So
so
I
to speak.
literally like let it go. And
Yeah.
then you're like, hello. And I was like, huh? So that's funny that sometimes when you do literally surrender, it comes back.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's kind of like, in a way, this is, in a way, more of an energy connection. Like, even like you were like, what is this?
Yeah.
But it was almost like when I touched you, and then there was like an energy connection that you were like,
Yeah.
ooh, there's something different here.
Hmm.
In a way, words can like, everyone can kind of misunderstand words because we all have different egos that are kind of like, we want to hear different things.
Yeah.
But it is kind of like when we dare to be like, well, we have to kind of let go of what we hear.
Yeah.
Why am I coming back? Why is there a connection here? Is this, why is it something is moving? Suddenly I'm starting to feel energy or pains
Yeah.
or dreams or different stuff. Everybody that comes here experiencing it differently.
Yeah.
So that's also confusing. It was like, I'm not like that guy, and I'm not like her.
Yeah.
So that's, we're not talking about it because everybody's going to be the same. Like when I have a retreat still, like everyone's like, I don't really connect with any of them. I was like, no.
Mm.
Everyone's like, people go to like light workers, so they want to all these kind of yoga, all these different, they want to fit in. I'm an
Yeah.
empath, like they want to fit in. But everybody is everything, and yet that is also kind of part of the ego on different levels. So you kind of have to be ready to kind of dare to swallow some hard truths, kind of, which is kind of like where people can easily get sucked into like all these different people that kind of feel more like children in the process. Your friend, it's easier to just like, he or she is like my friend, and they speak
Yeah,
a lot of
it's a
wisdom.
lot easier to do anything when you have friends support and like backing, but it's next level when you go all in and just like you, God, and your guide.
So you kind of, I kind of see like business and your work or family, like
Yeah.
everything is kind of a spiritual awakening in a way.
Yeah.
And you kind of went into the spirit, like the business, kind of more as a friend, taken care of by your mom, like somebody who
Yeah.
gave you work. And then you
Yeah.
kind of have to release that just being friends, because it is kind of a false entity, where it's like an unspoken expectations of being
Oh,
carried.
you know what I'm seeing right now as you're saying it? It's more of like when you're riding a bike and you have like
Those support wheels,
support
yeah,
wheels.
yeah.
It's like, but
You
eventually,
can feel pretty damn good.
you have to let go of your friends because they gotta do their own thing.
Right. And if you lean too much,
And
sometimes
if
you
you
have to turn
always
really
need
hard.
them to pump you up,
Yeah.
it's you need to have the I mean, it's not sustainable.
Right.
I think that's where I get the more and more I evolve in my life as a spiritual human being, I have to simplify everything.
Right. And in a way, a teacher sounds so scary, but it really is more like the guidance towards like truth, but also like, but truth, not like, well, what is truth?
I was really
Are you
gonna
calling
say
me a
no,
liar?
no, I was really gonna say you're like a guidance towards ease, which is
Right.
truth.
Right. But,
But the truth can
it,
really hurt.
right. But truth can be, for a lot of people get stuck in this truth of like being angry almost, or like vicious,
Like
or like,
war, like
like a
a
fair based. You
it's like I
you
know
fall.
everything and you don't, like a reprimand, right?
Right.
Or
But in a way,
condemning.
so that's why we have to go through this kind of like harsh masculine, like, I'm your father, I'm your daddy, I'm your,
Yeah, like Luke, I am your father.
yes, it becomes very hard until like the and suddenly there is like a connection. So like, but this is kind of more, there is a energy guidance connection, like an ease, like a subtle kind of conscious energy connection. And all I'm kind of I'm holding that space.
Yeah.
So I kind of just need you to connect with that in me, and then that kind of, you connect then within you.
Yeah.
So then that's the connection, the presence in it. And then you kind of have to let go of all
All the
the noise,
thoughts.
the
I
thoughts
mean,
about, because we have so
honestly,
many kind of weird thoughts about everything.
when you came back into my life, it was so ironic because I literally dropped like the whole like I'm gonna be dating people and the spiritual stuff. Like the path I was a part of, they literally had an inside joke and they called it the spiritual paraphernalia path. I'm just like looking back, I'm like, God, I don't need any more stuff. I need less stuff and I need more, like if anything, like I need more less.
Well,
And
that's why
then
everybody's like, you don't need anything, but you need to follow
and
me.
you need to study all of this, and the thing is like we need
But
to
you need
be,
my study, but you don't need
but we
anything.
need to be connected to you, even if it's just spiritually or just like a simple like hello, or just like as long as we like tune into you, it's like
So that's kind of what the teacher
it's
represents.
funny
It's
because
just
I
a
think we
connection.
think we need to go read 1,000 books and go travel the world and do all this crazy stuff, do all these ceremonies, do all these rituals, see all these holy sites. I think I even told you
Connect to all
yesterday.
these energy vortexes
Oh
of
my
the
God, I
world.
told you yesterday. I said, what did I say about, I guess for people who are really into yoga, they want to, go to the Holy Land of like India, and like Christians want to really visit the Holy Land of Jerusalem. And I'm just like, I would love to do all those things, but
It's not
I
necessary.
don't need to do it. It would just be like a bonus.
Right. And literally, like now, because everybody's connected, you can literally like somebody goes there, or you watch a movie, and you can literally,
Tap in.
I was like, I remember when I was little babe, like kid, and I watched the movie,
Yeah.
and literally was like not
There.
aware of my surroundings. People could walk in front of the TV.
Yeah.
I was just there. So that's how we kind of,
Yeah.
we don't have to do all these things.
You can tune in kind of like I mean, you can even tune in with your taste buds. Like in America, you can get any kind of food from anywhere in the world that
And then you
tastes,
can literally tap into the energy of,
yeah, you feel like you're in that place.
oh, it's like
Is it a
two
hawk?
no, look
Oh,
at two butterflies, but they were actually two like
ooh, just got a little windy.
yeah,
Ooh,
it was two leaves going like this kind of.
ooh, the spirit just came through.
Yeah.
I'm drinking 3 spirits.
Oh, that's symbolic.
Cheers.
Yeah.
The Libana.
Yeah, so like in a way, it's like when people talk about food sometimes, and you just literally feel the taste of the food in your
Yeah,
mouth.
you're transported.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we're connected to the energy body. So
yeah,
like in a way, like everybody talks about energy, and then they complicate the energy body and all these like all this stuff. And instead of just be like, well, all that stuff actually can get you stuck into all these like places, which is fine. But
yeah,
sometimes we also don't want to fill our cup too much. We kind of want to fill our cup with truth, something that that is
yeah.
enough. So we want to do enough, but not too much.
Well, is awakening really just becoming like a baby again, but as an adult? Is
Yeah,
that?
yeah. But then
Because I like to watch Carolina because, on many levels, I have way more wisdom. I have wisdom that she doesn't have, but she has wisdom. I was going to say wisdom, but it's more just like an innate, natural,
connectedness.
I was going to say a sensory.
Yeah,
She's very naturally in tune,
yeah,
where I have more wisdom.
yeah.
So it's like I learned so much about being more like sensory and
Hmm.
connected to the present. And
So that's why a baby is like a great teacher, like that. So when
oh my
people be
God.
like, well, everybody is your teacher, your parents are your first teachers, so you have to
Yeah.
accept that.
No matter how it
Whatever
came
they
in or
taught
what it
you,
looked
they
like.
actually taught you like stuff.
Yeah.
So for you to be able to move into the higher realms, so to speak, you also have to accept your lower realm teachers,
Yeah.
and then your kids are your teachers, like your friend, like everybody is your teacher. So
Yeah.
that's why everybody's like, can't I just like go to my friend? Yeah, but then that can
Yeah.
also be like,
I
you can
just
get
say,
stuck in this
I
like,
just
I
say,
just
like,
want to be comforted.
I just say nowadays, I don't really have friends, but if we work together and make money for each other, we can be connected.
And that's kind of a spiritual practice in itself, just working together. It's like a
Because it's like this
work is a beautiful way to kind of
give and receive.
mirror and see yourself
Yeah.
and see how you can,
And
how do you want to talk to
pay
people and
for their time
right.
and appreciate
Everybody
their
on
time.
YouTube wants everything for free.
Everything for
That's kind of
free.
why I like say
No.
come to the sanctuary on Patreon, like because you have to kind of if you want to
Yeah.
go deeper, you have to connect with the energy, and that means
Yeah.
that you have to dare to pay for it.
And people who are like, I don't want to pay my tithes at church, or I don't want to pay my spiritual teachers. That's literally like it makes no sense, because it's like, well,
It is like a child wanting everything for
they
free.
just
Yeah.
just want it for free.
And that's already kind of a wounded place
Or
because
come in and do like, give like barter, what is it, like barter and trade, or a little bit.
yeah,
But eventually
yeah, be
you
like,
should be
can
leaning
I
off
get your stuff for
you should be
free?
leaning off the
Yeah.
training wheel crutch,
Right.
and be able to give back how everyone else does.
Right. Because like with the training wheels, you can't really use the bicycle as it is meant to.
Yeah.
Because sometimes you have to really lean and it will block you from
Yeah.
leaning to, so going deeper and daring to kind of honor, which is the payment, is kind of like, then you can go deeper, and then you get more truth because you say, I'm willing to be here.
Yeah.
I'm willing to kind of surrender something.
Yeah.
You have to put in some time and effort.
Yeah.
Effort is a hard word, but effort just means that you have to put in some like
follow through.
Yeah, some follow through. You have to put in some
follow through,
some patience. You have to be like, say like, I'm gonna be here and I'm gonna dare to test this out. Some people just come and they come one time and they're like, they feel so blissed
like
out, or
they're
they
levitating,
get a high from a retreat,
you go
and then they're like, I can do everything myself. Be like, actually, you need to kind of be at least 6 months or like follow through
yeah,
and dare to communicate.
yeah,
That's why we talk, and when we have retreats, we talk, because then I might point out some stuff that I that you kind of stuff that is a little stuck or that you might need to hear.
blind spots.
Blind spots, yeah, we have like a million blind spots, so
we have a million holes.
we don't really and that's actually like I see a lot of people that actually are looking for that online, because they have like, everybody's just teaching something. But that's why I was like, when I tell people like, text me, like if you put in the time, I will start like kind of letting you know your blind spot.
Yeah.
And that's where like you start to build a rapport and start to kind of return into that connection, because it is just returning you to a connection inside of
The
you.
ease of life
It's not
really is a
me, it's
reflective
inside
state
of you.
being.
Yeah.
It's like a reflective state of being, and it's a lifelong journey. And it's not like we never were trained this.
No. And it's not supposed to be something that just comes natural. So everybody kind of just wants to be like, oh,
like
I'm gifted in this, and I feel special. Be like,
the specialness is not
everybody
spiritual.
that kind of go spiritual might be like, because it's not the normal, then you can feel like I'm special. But then that becomes a crutch.
When I was spiritual and high when I was young, it's none of the things I am now. I'm gonna say, I think I told you yesterday, I didn't know my like gifts to like God in this life is like being like an administrator.
Right. Like everything, everything in life is a spiritual gift.
Like an admin
cooking,
counselor?
Cleaning, like everything. Just painting, like anything. You're going to be find so many things you're good at.
Yeah.
And then you're going to find something that just fits as a job.
Yeah.
That just connects and you make money of it.
Yeah.
Nothing special. It's just it is what
It's a
connects.
service, and
It's a
it feels like
service,
more of a service, and it's like it does eventually feel like it's natural
and it will kind of create a community of different sorts. So
around
that's
it.
yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like a suburb or a different city. Like you give a
Yeah.
service or internet, you create communities,
Yeah.
but it can be like what, like anything.
Anything.
But then you have to kind of just you know dare to be honest. That's where truth comes. You have to be honest where you are, because we get tempted to just, the ego is so easy to kind of seduce you into just do it yourself, or just
Yeah.
don't pay money for it, or like you are the teeth, like all these things
Yeah.
that it like that will be challenging on the route.
Patience is I don't know.
Patience is bliss.
That
Isn't that
whole
ignorance is bliss from the Matrix? No,
but
patience is bliss.
but actually patience is God. It's peace, it's time, it's history, it's
It's like allowing yourself to have like a cup that is kind of half full all the
it's
time.
unfolding.
Don't have it like too much, because it will just spill over, and you have to run around like cleaning your clothes all the time.
I mean, I just am like, I don't know how long we've talked right now, but I just totally want to go talk about all these other things now. But
Well, I don't think we have more talks to
yeah,
come,
because
and
I
I
think
think it's
next time we
perfect.
talk about manifestation and stuff, because I don't understand people who instant manifest. That's like, is that real? Is that how you garden?
But in the moment, if you have
Is that how you garden
if you
and you
have looked
grow
at
a
something for
tree?
like, if you go to school for
Just
10, 20 years, you might get a job the next day.
you
They could be
may.
like, oh, I
Yeah,
instantly
but
manifested it.
it wasn't. It was a huge
Yeah, it's always like actually a build up,
backstory,
unless it's kind of like a beginner's luck thingy.
right? Because
Not
there's
kind of like, well,
always
how you just got your
no, but
job.
there's still a backstory to how I got mine.
Right.
I was
But it just
prepared for it
sounds
my whole
fancy.
life.
Exactly.
I was
When you
prepared
start
for
looking
it.
at your life, you will see that everything you do
It was a buildup
is a build-up. So then that
for the
comes,
show.
then you start having patience when you start coming into this spiritual journey, in a way, the use of
Yes.
life. Then you will start to be like, it will start unravel your whole past, and then you see that this fits in, and will guide you to the next level. You have to go through some levels.
Cheers to the levels.
Yeah.
Fourth level.
Fourth level. Cheers, guys.
Cheers.
And check out, how is this going around? I can't see anything. Check out my Patreon too, right? Sanctuary. Well, this is the sanctuary too, I guess.